Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV and welcome to a match reaction of Liverpool 2 versus Manchester City, who scored 3 goals and won 3 goals to 2. That was a terrible intro, so that was worse than the performance that we actually played today, and that's saying something. Defensively, what do you want me to say? All over the gaff. City were all over the gaff in the first half. We got 2 gifts for a goal. They got a couple of gifts for a goal. It was a very basic performance of 2 teams that have just been on World Cup duty and clearly don't have enough cohesion yet. They don't have the rhythm going yet. And they were the better of the 2. I mean, the one thing that you can guarantee is that, listen, in life, there's 3 guarantees. There's death, there's taxes, and that whenever Liverpool play Manchester City, it's just an awesome box office game of football where you see nothing but exciting football. Whether it's good or bad, high quality or low quality, you're always going to see a productive game of football, which you did in this one. I'm seeing the Haaland goal right now. What a machine, monster, running out of objectives, because he's absolutely insane. And even Riyad Mahrez, who everyone was saying to me going in the game, oh, but Riyad Mahrez has been crap this season, James. He ain't got nothing on us, blood. You feel me? We got man like Calvin Ramsey and James Milner, bruv. Like, Mahrez is sick, you know what I mean? And I called Mahrez a weapon. Now, in Liverpool, weapon can be mistaken for a kind of like a horrible thing to say to someone like, you're a weapon, you lad. The way I used it was, that left foot is a weapon. He is a weapon. He is someone who, regardless of the bad form that he's been in, he can create those moments of individual brilliance, and that's what he done. Speaking of individual moments of brilliance, Fabio Carvalho. One of the positives that I can take out of the game, based on the fact that, 1, he tried his best for the time that he was allocated on the pitch. 2, wow, what a goal. Listen, more precision than a married man in the red light district. Absolutely unbelievable when it came to the composure, the timing, the weight of pass from Milner, but the way that Fabio waited for the pass was what was most impressive for me. The run from Joel Matip, I'm seeing it on the screen right now. He does his thing. Milner has all the space in the world. The timing on the pass was perfect. And the calm, cool collectedness of that slotted finish from Fabio Carvalho was what brought us back into the game. Then Mahrez scored, and we got one back a minute later. It was really a beautiful game for the neutral to watch, but a heart attack game for the Liverpool fan because, listen, City are always going to be the more dangerous teams, or one of the more dangerous teams that you face. They've always got the ability to score goals, and especially when we've just been in a World Cup, they have to be fair. But it's okay to score 3 goals against them, and we put up a fight, which is the one thing we haven't done in many games this season. The only thing that I'm a little bit upset about is that we've just lost out on a trophy, which was possibly our chance at the only trophy this season. We've still got the FA Cup, which I suppose is possible to a degree, but the Champions League is looking bleak, the Premier League is looking bleaker, and now that we're out the League Cup, it's looking even more bleak that we're going to be leaving this season with any sort of silverware, which, listen, I don't care if it's the League Cup or if it's the Champions League itself. If there was a way for Liverpool to win the World Cup, I don't care if it was that. I want trophies. I want to be able to say we've won the most trophies in England, because I believe the value of what defines the biggest club in the country is the amount of silverware that you've got. How do you define a human on their value? It's based on the assets that they possess. And in football, assets isn't just money. It is money. That's a huge asset in itself. But it's also got to be based on the silverware that you've achieved with that money. That's what defines true greatness, and that's why League Cups mean just as much to me as leagues. And really, they do. They really do. I'm devastated that we've just got knocked out of this game. I mean, obviously, I'm exaggerating there. Would you rather win the Prem or the League Cup? Obviously, the Prem. But a trophy is a trophy. 1 equals 1. And that's the way it is. And that's why there's no one in this video who's going to be able to comment saying, James, it's only the League Cup and we're going to still do an Istanbul in 2005. But there's no guarantees there. Anyway, let's talk about Nunez. I've been giving comments so far already before I've done this video saying, James, Nunez needs more time. Oh, we all know Nunez is going to be good in the future. How do we know Nunez is going to be good in the future when he's not that good now? How do we know when he hasn't got a great first touch? He hasn't got good dribbling. His only weapon is to run in behind the defence and hope that he scores out of the 1 of 7 chances that he receives. And today, he scored none of those, 1 of the 4 or 5 chances that he did receive. And when you're in a team, in a system where we're not creating as many chances as we did in 17-18, you need to be efficient. And again, I go back to the word efficient. We haven't been that this season, and we weren't that in this game. A big part of that was Darwin Nunez. We never only lost because of Darwin Nunez, by the way. We were poor defensively, this, that. But again, it really helps if your attackers are doing the job at the other end. And I thought in the first half, it was a combination of us doing okay at times and City not taking their chances, but we were getting away with not being down. And we were very lucky to be able to get that counter-attack, and Oxlade with a beautiful pass into Nunez. And Nunez got an assist. I'll give him credit for that. He got an assist. He outran fucking Laporte. and passed it to Salah. And a good pass as well, good finish from Salah, but is it enough to suggest that this is going to be the man to take you to win league titles and Champions Leagues in the future? I just don't know if there's any evidence to say that he will do that. Doesn't mean I'm not going to go to the stadium and not support him. What, just because I'm not a fan of him as a technical footballer means I'm going to go to the stadium and call him a cunt or call him names? That is not my style. I will not go on Twitter and use my thumbs. I will not go in his DMs and call him a dickhead or anything. And I'm not trying to expect brownie points for that. I'm just saying, my style is constructive criticism. My style is wanting the best for my team and identifying what I think are the main liabilities. And the main liability to me at the moment seems to be Darwin Nunez. And it's a big shame because he is going to be the main man. People say Jota and Firmino. Firmino might get a new contract fair, but he's also 30 plus. Diogo Jota's still young and I hope does enough to prove Nunez or prove the manager wrong and show that he's the man that should be above Nunez. But even still, we were looking for a striker replacement when Jota was here, when Firmino was here. We've still got those two, but now we've got another striker who I don't even think's better than Divock Origi. I don't think he's better than Divock Origi. I don't think he's better than Ivan Toney. I don't think he's better than Callum Wilson. I think the majority of the strikers with a bit of pace in the Premier League are better than him. And we spent 85 million on him. That's not me hating, that's me giving my honest opinion. If you want to mistake that as hate, that's more than entirely up to you, but that's just the way I see it, and that's the way I'll say it on my channel. It's my YouTube channel, and he has the right to come on here and say I'm a shit YouTuber, which, listen, with this setup, I'm sure you probably wouldn't be too far off, but again, I want him to do well, and I want him to prove me wrong. He just hasn't done that to this point, which is why I've got to come on here and talk about the game the way I'll talk about every game, being honest, and that's just the way it is. But guys, let me know what you thought about his performance. If there's anything that I've missed out, I've mentioned the assist, I gave him credit for the assist, and I've got to mention any other star performers. It's mainly the younger ones, like I thought Gomez put in a bit of a shift, didn't look perfect, but he put in a shift. Kelleher done what he needed to do, couldn't really do anything about either of the goals. I thought when Oxlade came on, he added the spark to the game. Fabinho, he had that good block, but otherwise was kind of reckless. Nat Phillips done okay. I don't know, there was just nothing too positive to take out the game, nothing to give you confidence going forward. But at the same time, if we won the game, it would have meant nothing as well, because we beat City in the Community Shield 3-2. I believe it was 3-2. I think. Either way. And that meant nothing for the season ahead. So maybe this could be the reverse effect, that we lose and then we go and win, and who knows. We're not playing City again in the next game, which is a good thing. But you can't take any positives out of that game and say, okay, we've done that this game, we can do this in the next. That's my opinion. But anyway, guys, that's going to be my match reaction. Let me know you thought your man of the match was. I'll give mine to Fabio Carvalho, because why not? He got the goal. Last thing as well, before we end the video, we're doing a little bit of a partnership right now with St James's Place, a UK men's mental health charity for young men who are struggling, and we want to basically allow them to have options to analyse different paths that isn't taking their own life. Therefore, I want to be able to try and combine something. So for a while, I've been trying to do merch. Now I've got merch, but 10% of each purchase that is made is going to be going to the charity, St James's Place charity. So make sure that you do go and check out the website. See if there's any clobber that you like. If you want to grab yourself something or a loved one for Christmas, feel free to do so. And 10% of that will go towards the charity. And on top of that, if you buy a limited edition Trent Alexander-Arnold shirt, you'll be entered into a PS5 giveaway, which you can enter up until Christmas, and the winner will be announced on Christmas. But anyway, guys, smash a like if you liked it. If you didn't, smash a dislike and let me know why you didn't. And I'll see you all later. Up the Reds.